You walk into a room. Everyone's already sitting. You say hello. No one responds. But you didn't do anything wrong. Or did you? Here's the thing about culture. It doesn't hand you a manual. It doesn't sit you down and explain the rules. It just expects you to know. And when you break one of these invisible rules, people don't correct you. They just look at you differently. They pull back. They stop inviting you. And you're left wondering what you did. Today, we're going to talk about 9 of these rules. The ones no one teaches you. The ones that exist in the space between what's said and what's understood. And by the end of this video, you'll see them everywhere. Before we go any further, do me a favor. Hit that subscribe button. Tap the notification bell. Because we make videos like this every week, and you don't want to miss them. Trust me. Alright, let's get into it. 1. You're supposed to pretend you don't notice things. This one's strange when you first realize it. But it's everywhere. Someone has food stuck in their teeth during a meeting. You don't say anything. A colleague's shirt is wrinkled, their eyes are red, they clearly had a rough morning. You pretend not to see it. You're expected to maintain a kind of social blindness. It's not cruelty. It's kindness, in a way. Because pointing it out makes them uncomfortable. And in most cultures, avoiding discomfort is more important than being helpful. You see it in elevators too. People stare at the floor numbers. At their phones. Anywhere but at each other. Because acknowledging another person's presence, in that small, enclosed space, creates a kind of intimacy that nobody asked for. So we all agree, silently, to pretend we're alone. If you're finding this interesting, make sure you're subscribed. And drop a comment below, tell me if you've ever broken this rule without realizing it. 2. You're not supposed to answer, "How are you?" Honestly. This is one of the first things that confuses people moving between cultures. Someone asks, "How are you?" And you think it's a real question. So you answer honestly. You say you're tired. Or stressed. Or that your dog's been sick and you didn't sleep well. And suddenly, the other person's face changes. They're uncomfortable. They didn't want the truth. They wanted the script. "Good, thanks. How are you?" That's it. That's the whole exchange. It's not a question. It's a greeting. And if you treat it like a real question, you've broken the rule. You've made the conversation too real, too fast. In some cultures, this goes even deeper. Asking, "How are you?" is almost rude if you don't already know the person well. Because now you're forcing them to either lie or overshare. But in others, not asking makes you seem cold. See the problem? No one tells you which culture you're in. You're just supposed to know. If this is hitting home, go ahead and hit that like button. And subscribe if you haven't already, there's a lot more where this came from. 3. You must perform interest, even when you have none. This one shows up at work. At dinner parties. At family gatherings. Someone is telling you a story. It's long. It's not interesting. You already know where it's going. But you have to act like you're fascinated. You nod. You make eye contact. You say, "Oh wow," or "Really," at the right moments. Because the rule isn't about whether you care. It's about whether you look like you care. And if you don't perform that interest convincingly, you're rude. You're cold. You're difficult. It doesn't matter that the story is boring. It matters that you didn't pretend hard enough. This is exhausting, by the way. But it's non-negotiable in most social settings. Some people are better at this than others. They've learned to make their face do the work while their mind wanders. But if you're someone who's naturally expressive, someone whose face shows exactly what they're thinking, you're going to struggle with this rule. And people will notice. Let me know in the comments, are you good at this, or does your face give you away every time? And make sure to subscribe so you don't miss the next one. 4. You must refuse things you actually want. This is a weird one. But it's real. Someone offers you food. You say no, even though you're hungry. They offer again. You say no again. They insist a third time. And then, only then, you say yes. This dance happens with gifts, with compliments, with help. You're supposed to refuse at first. Because accepting too quickly makes you seem greedy. Or desperate. Or like you expected it. In some cultures, this can go on for 5 or 6 rounds. And if you accept on the first offer, people think less of you. They don't say it. But they think it. The problem is, some cultures don't have this rule at all. In those places, if you say no, people believe you. They don't offer again. So you have to know which system you're in. And again, no one explains it. You're just supposed to feel it. If you're learning something here, go ahead and subscribe. It really helps the channel grow. 5. You must arrive late, but not too late. Here's where it gets even more confusing. You're invited to a party. It starts at 7 p.m. If you show up at 7, you're wrong. You're too early. The host isn't ready. You've created awkwardness. So you wait. But how long? 15 minutes? 30? An hour? It depends on the culture. On the city. On the type of event. And nobody's going to tell you. In some places, showing up on time is insulting. It suggests you don't have anything better to do. That you're too eager. In others, showing up late is disrespectful. It says you don't value the other person's time. Both rules exist. Sometimes in the same city. And you're supposed to just know. You learn by watching. By making mistakes. By showing up at 7:15 and realizing you're still the first one there. Let me know where you're watching from, and what the rule is in your city. And if you're not subscribed yet, do that now, we've got more to cover. 6. You must speak, but not too much. Silence makes people uncomfortable. So in group settings, you're expected to contribute. To say something. To participate. But, and here's the trick, you can't talk too much. If you do, you're dominating the conversation. You're not reading the room. You're making it about you. So you have to find the balance. Speak enough to show you're engaged. But not so much that people start tuning you out. And this balance is different in every group. Some groups want you to jump in, to overlap, to keep the energy high. Others want you to wait your turn, to speak only when there's a clear opening. If you get it wrong, people don't correct you. They just stop looking at you when you talk. Or they start checking their phones. And you're left wondering what happened. The rule is invisible. But the punishment is very real. If this resonates, make sure you're subscribed. And drop a like if you're enjoying this so far. 7. You must maintain eye contact, but not too much. Eye contact is respect. That's the rule, right? Look someone in the eyes when they're talking to you. It shows you're listening. That you care. But hold it too long, and suddenly it's aggression. Or flirtation. Or just, weird. So you have to look away. But not too much. If you look away too often, you seem distracted. Untrustworthy. Like you're hiding something. The balance is absurdly precise. And it changes depending on who you're talking to. Your boss? More eye contact. A stranger? Less. Someone you're attracted to? Somewhere in between, but if you get it wrong, it's either creepy or cold. And here's the kicker, different cultures have completely different rules about this. In some places, sustained eye contact with an elder or authority figure is disrespectful. In others, not making eye contact is disrespectful. You have to learn the local code. And no one's going to explain it to you. Comment below, are you comfortable with eye contact, or does it make you nervous? And subscribe if you want more content like this. 8. You must apologize for things that aren't your fault. Someone bumps into you. You say sorry. You're standing in a grocery aisle, and someone needs to get past you. You say sorry. You didn't do anything wrong. But you apologize anyway. Because the rule isn't about fault. It's about smoothing things over. About making the interaction feel less confrontational. In some cultures, this is constant. People apologize for existing in shared spaces. For taking up room. For being in the way, even when they're not. It's a social lubricant. And if you don't do it, you seem rude. Aggressive. Like you think you own the space. But in other cultures, apologizing when you didn't do anything wrong makes you look weak. Like you're not confident. Like you can be pushed around. So, again, same action, opposite meanings. And you're supposed to figure out which one applies. If you've ever over-apologized and regretted it, let me know in the comments. And make sure to subscribe, we've got 2 more rules to go. 9. You must pretend money doesn't matter, even when it does. This might be the strangest one. Money is everywhere. It determines where you live, what you eat, whether you feel secure. But you're not supposed to talk about it. Not directly. Not honestly. If you're wealthy, you downplay it. You don't mention the cost of things. You don't talk about your salary. If you're struggling, you hide it. You don't ask for help. You don't admit when you can't afford something. Because talking about money honestly makes people uncomfortable. It reveals inequality. It creates awkwardness. And the rule is, avoid awkwardness at all costs. So people talk around money. They use euphemisms. They make vague references. But they never just say what they mean. And if you do, if you're too direct about it, you've broken the rule. You're tacky. Or classless. Or too focused on material things. Even though everyone else is thinking about it too. They're just better at pretending they're not. This is one of those rules that hurts people. Because it keeps conversations shallow. It stops people from helping each other. But it's so deeply embedded that most people don't even realize they're following it. Drop a comment, do you think we should talk about money more openly? And make sure you're subscribed, because we're wrapping up. So there you have it. 9 cultural rules that no one explains. But everyone expects you to follow. And here's the thing, you probably broke one of these today without even realizing it. Maybe you made too much eye contact. Or not enough. Maybe you showed up on time when you should have been late. Or you answered, "How are you?" a little too honestly. It's not your fault. These rules are invisible. But now that you know they're there, you'll start to see them. You'll notice when other people follow them. And when they don't. And maybe, just maybe, you'll get a little better at navigating them yourself. If you made it this far, do me a favor. Hit that like button. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Tap the notification bell so you don't miss the next video. And drop a comment below, let us know where you're watching from, and which of these rules surprised you the most. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next one.